Hey there, everybody. It's Julie, and I am back with day 8 of the Daily Red Heart Free Pattern Extravaganza. Okay, that might have been over the top, but it's day 8. You got to do something fun, right? So today it is basket day. So I have found some baskets that are Red Heart Free patterns that I thought we'd check out together. So the first one is the Red Heart Crochet Fringe Basket. And this just is so cute. It makes me think of like birthday parties. It's just sweet. I just really like it a lot. So let's open it up and take a peek. So this is listed as an easy crochet project for skill level, and it says try a cheerful basket that's easy to crochet and red heart bunches of hugs. So it looks like the only thing that might be a little bit tricky would be the fringe. And when you look at it up close, it looks like you're really applying the fringe after the basket is complete. Now, I haven't downloaded this pattern. I'm going to go ahead and download it and see if that is indeed the case. It really does look as though the fringe is like built right into the crochet stitch, but I don't think that's the case. I'm just going to open this up a little bit so you can see how the bottom of this is constructed. It looks like you're just basically working in the round. There's really not a whole lot of difference between all of these baskets other than the simple little embellishments that we're going to see. Okay, yeah, so the basket is worked with 4 strands of yarn held together. So that's good to know. It's going to be a definite yarn eater. And then, yeah, so the fringes you add in after you weave in the ends. So it's really just like adding tassels or fringe to the end of at the end of an afghan or, a garment that you would add fringe to. I said tassels, but I didn't really mean tassels. Okay, so let's move on to our next idea. That is really cute. You could certainly make that in lots of different colors. Very cute idea. Okay, our next basket idea, here it is a little more restrained in its color scheme. This is the Red Heart Color Block Storage Baskets, and these are very homey looking. Okay, so these baskets again are listed as easy for the skill level. So, these are pretty good project for the new beginning crocheter. I love how they have displayed different yarns in here as well as the firewood, which isn't really firewood, it's just supposed to look like firewood, I'm sure. But when we look at the bottom of these baskets, we can see that it's pretty much the same as the last basket we looked at. I'm going to open the pattern just to see if this also uses 4 strands of yarn. Let's take a look. Okay, so not 4. This one says 3 strands of yarn are held together throughout. But this is really a very simple project, and it's perfect for the beginning crocheter. And it's certainly useful. That is for sure. We can always use more baskets to put our yarn in, right? Okay, so let's move on to the Red Heart Crochet Keepers. Now these are different from the other baskets that we've looked at in that these ones have a lid, which I think is really a cute idea, and they're really more like canisters. So if you look at these baskets in comparison to the other items in the photo, you can see that these are quite a bit smaller than the others. These are more standing on the table, canister type baskets. I personally think these would be a perfect basket, especially the tall one, to store your crochet hooks in. But that's just me. That's just my thought. Okay, let's move on. Moving on, moving on. The next pattern I'm going to show you is the crochet snowman basket. Now this basket is very similar to the others that we saw in the beginning of this segment, with the exception that it has a scarf and a face. Now I'm pretty sure that these embellishments are added after the basket is made, but we're going to open it up just to see what we can see. And just so you know, all of these patterns are free. So I am able to open these up and show them to you without any worry of revealing anybody's patterns. Okay, these are all free patterns, and you can certainly have access to all of these simply by clicking on the link in the description box below. That's going to take you right to this Pinterest page. There are not going to be any ads. It's easy peasy. All you have to do is click on the picture and it will take you right to the exact screen that I'm on now. All right, let's take a look at this little guy though. He is so cute. And I know that a lot of times when we see snowmen like this, we think Christmas, but let's remember that winter is a lot longer than Christmas, and we can keep these little snowmen out all winter long for our winter decor. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Look at that. So it looks like you do the basket first. Yes, and then you make the embellishment. So here's the eye separate, the carrot nose is separate. I'm not so sure about the scarf though. The scarf might be built right into the basket. That's possible. Either way, it is absolutely adorable. All right. Let's move back into, I believe, our last pattern of the day. The Striping Fun Crochet Baskets. So this is really pretty. This is done with Red Heart Super Saver. And Super Saver is great for these kinds of projects. Everybody knows that Super Saver is not the softest yarn, and it's not usually the best yarn for making garments, but it is a great yarn for making baskets and rugs and even afghans. Once you've washed that afghan, that Super Saver softens right up. You wouldn't believe it. It makes such a difference just by washing it. Anywho, let's look at this cute little girl and her cute little baskets. So these are adorable. This is an easy skill level pattern, and I believe it's the exact same patterns that we saw in all of the baskets. It's just using a different kind of yarn, just a different color. So the one thing I do want to check on though is it a multi-strand? Because that's kind of tricky if you've got multi-strand and you want to make sure that your colors are lining up, I would think. But maybe it's not so hard. Okay, so it says it uses Red Heart Super Saver stripes, and this color is Retro Stripe. Again, you could use whatever color you want. You don't have to do exactly what they tell you to do in the pattern. You can march to the beat of your own drum. You know what I mean? So the directions here are given for the small size basket. The changes for medium and large baskets are in parentheses. I'm really trying to find if you use multi-strand. Oh, here it is right here with 3 strands of yarn held together. Okay. So this one uses 3 strands at one time. So nice big hook. Let's see what their hook size is that they're recommending. Yeah, you can tell from the bottom it's just like the other ones. Hook size, where's our hook size here? 6.5 millimeters, so that's a good chunky hook. But remember, you want to keep these stitches really tight for these baskets. So lots of strands of yarn and that a biggish hook, but it's not a huge hook, it's just biggish. So it still keeps those stitches nice and tight. Okay. So that about does it for the basket patterns that I found for the Red Heart month. I hope you're enjoying this series as much as I'm enjoying making it. And once again, don't forget you can click on the links below either to go to my other Pinterest boards from my website, or you can certainly just click on this one and it's going to take you to the Red Heart patterns. All right, everybody, until day 9, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.